Good morning. Welcome to Porch Talk. It's been a minute, right? It's been kind of crazy around here with just crazy schedules. Life happens, and we've had a little extra going on. So it's been a little hard to get out and take a video. So this morning I'm coming at you. No makeup, cup of coffee, hair up in a hat. And you got to give me a little credit though. I am wearing pants. I did put pants on for y'all. So today we're going to talk about websites, upfront costs versus monthly website payments. Had a lot of that topic come up here off and on lately, so I thought I would talk about it and what we offer compared to what a lot of others offer that I'm hearing as far as the monthly, payments and things like that. So let's go with, you get a website for $250 a month. That seems to be kind of the average cost for the monthly. You get maybe a 5-6 page website, I think. We'll say 5 to 7 page, because that's kind of how we price things, is in that, we'll do a comparison there, apples to apples, as far as what you get. So with that, there's no big upfront cost. You pay $250 a month, and that's it. You're done. Sounds pretty good, right? But then let's do the math on that. So $250 a month over 4 years, you end up paying $12,000 for that website. And sucky part, you'll never own it. You never own a website that you're renting. It's kind of like a storage unit. When you pay monthly, you never own the garage or the unit. You're just paying for the space. So when you stop paying for that, you lose it. So your website goes away. Let's say you want to make changes or make, an expansion or something like that. Some companies offer, that you can do that. A lot of times they don't. Be sure to ask if you ever do go that route, because your business is going to grow. It's going to change. It will evolve. This is a common payment schedule offered, or not offered, but chosen by, people just starting out in business. And it makes sense for the budget. But in the long run, does it? I mean, to have a website you'll never own, and then you got to restart one if you ever want to change it or go a different direction, or, I guess it's safe if you think your business might fail, but we don't fail around here, do we? Is that the mindset we want to have? No. So, it's a lot of money over 4 years to never own, I guess. But then I'm going to also look at the flip side of that. So at Hot Ink Marketing, let's say you want a 5 to 7 page website. You're going to, not e-commerce. We're talking about just websites that are pretty standard, information only. They've got, all the contact form, slideshows, all the pretties, and all that kind of stuff. So let's say the upfront cost, usually we'll go with $4,000 because it's easy for math. Bonus, $4,000 a year, or $4,000 up front, and then the only recurring fee you have is $400 a year for your hosting, and that includes all security updates, all the maintenance of the server, and all that kind of stuff. So in 4 years, you've paid $5,600 total. That's $6,400 difference between the two types of websites. That $6,400, you could put braces on your kids' teeth, or you could hire an employee, or put that towards other marketing, costs. So that's a chunk. With monthly, when you're basically renting your site, you don't get a whole lot of customization a lot of times. I'm seeing a lot more sites being cranked out by AI. Zero human factor in there, which still hurts. I mean, people are still craving that authentic feel. So they want to feel your attitude, your personality in your website. A website, I've seen many that are being put out there that are blah. They have a gray background, or they have a, boring aesthetics. And the mobile friendliness is kind of, it's just not a whole lot of UX and UI put into it, which for the non-nerds out there, UX is user experience consideration and UI is user interface. So you don't want people going to your website and hating it and closing out of it and finding your competitor because they went to your website and it's frustrating to find information, or it has 1,000 pop-ups or ads or things going on that make it frustrating to even be there. We did try doing monthly websites many years ago, and it was just kind of a invoicing nightmare. Because yeah, you can make people pay with their credit card, and then they cancel the card expires, and then you're chasing down money, and then we got called Guido. Nobody wants Guido showing up at the door. And it just, yeah, we would rather just go this route. Besides, it's a better benefit for our clients. In the long run, we want you to maximize your budget over long term as well, not just the short term upfront costs being cheap, because a lot of times that results in cheap. At the end of the day, I mean, you can spend $12,000 in 4 years, not even own your site. You decide you want to do something different, it's gone. You've lost your spot in the search engine, rankings by starting over. It's just, there's so many other things to consider versus paying, $5,600 over 4 years. And you can own your site. You can log in and make your own changes, or we can help you with that. It's, it comes down to, you pay less, you pay less, you own more, or you pay more and you own nothing. And that just seems like a no-brainer to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Everybody does it different, but here, like I said, we like to do what's best for our customer in many aspects. So it isn't just getting your money, it's getting your money's worth, if that makes sense. So let me know.